You've been wondering why certain people have suddenly walked out of your life, why doors that once opened easily are now sealed shut, why your spirit feels agitated even when everything around you seems normal. It's a divine disruption, and it's one of the clearest signs that God is separating you for a bigger purpose. When God calls you higher, He doesn't always announce it with fireworks. Sometimes He whispers it through isolation. You may feel forgotten, but heaven is focused on you. Like Joseph, thrown into a pit by his own brothers, your separation might have looked like betrayal, but it's actually positioning. Genesis 52:20 reminds us what they meant for evil, God meant for good. One of the first signs is discomfort in familiar place, since you no longer fit in rooms you used to thrive in. Conversations feel empty, and the crowd you once ran with suddenly feels like noise. That's not pride, it's purpose making you restless. God is pruning you, not punishing you. John 15:2 says He cuts off every branch that bears no fruit. And even the fruitful ones, He prunes so they bear more. The second sign is divine disconnection. People start ghosting you. Relationships dissolve without closure. And invitations stop coming not because you've changed, but because your calling has. God is removing access from anyone who can't handle your next level. You might even feel rejected by those you love most. But take heart, Jesus was despised and rejected by men, Isaiah 53:3. Yet it was all part of the mission. Third, you'll experience spiritual hunger that can't be satisfied by routine religion. Church services that once moved you now feel hollow. Worship songs don't hit the same, and empty sermons leave you craving more. That's because God is awakening your spirit to deeper revelation. Matthew 5:6 says, "Blessed are those who hunger and thirst for righteousness, for they shall be filled." And this kind of hunger is holy. It's a setup for transformation. The fourth sign is increased warfare. Attacks intensify, temptations increase, and your mind becomes a battlefield. Don't mistake pressure for punishment. Pressure is the evidence that something powerful is about to be birthed. Even Jesus faced his fiercest test in the wilderness before launching into ministry. Luke 4 proves that Satan doesn't bother those who aren't a threat. The greater the calling, the greater the attack. You'll feel unseen, misunderstood, even spiritually drained. But this is sacred stretching. And finally, you'll notice a shift in your desires. What used to entertain you now grieves you. What you used to chase no longer excites you, and you start craving quiet over chaos. That's sanctification in progress. Philippians 2:13 says, "It is God who works in you to will and to act according to His purpose." He's rewiring your affections to align with your assignment. Don't fight the isolation. Don't mourn the exit of people who were only meant to walk with you part of the way. And don't fear the silence. God does His loudest work in quiet places. Moses met Him on the mountain. Elisha heard Him in a whisper. Jesus withdrew often to pray. This separation is sacred. It's not a breakdown, it's a breakthrough in disguise. If you feel like everything is falling apart, it's because something greater is falling into place. God isn't pushing you away, He's pulling you aside. So lean in, obey the nudge. Embrace the pruning. The separation hurts now, but the purpose will speak later. Let those with shallow roots walk away, us digging deeper in you for a reason. You weren't made for the crowd. You were chosen for the call. And when God is done separating you, He will elevate you not for applause, but for assignment.